Thank you so much. I'm on ride number 2. Not going all the way to Sary-Tash, but I think maybe halfway. I left Osh at around 8:30 in the morning, and I just arrived in Sary-Tash at 4 o'clock. It took 3 rides to get here, but I'm glad I hitchhiked it and didn't cycle it again. Now I got some nice beautiful scenery ahead of me, and tomorrow the Chinese border crossing. I hope they don't take my knives. Look at that line of trucks. It's just truck after truck for the next 5 kilometers. Just cleared customs in Kyrgyzstan. Now I got about 10 kilometers to go and I get to go to China. Woo! I just finished Chinese immigration, got my stamp, and then they told me just to leave. There's no lights. I just using my phone, my other phone, flashlight, and I'm just cycling down a road. I'm not sure where I'm going, but apparently there's a place to stay around here somewhere. Well, as I was saying on my video, cycling, illegally videoing because I was in the immigration area. I couldn't see anything for a kilometer, and then finally the police were like, okay, this way, this way. I arrived at immigration at 3:30. They checked my passport. Then they sent me to a new place, checked my passport, sent me to a new place, scanned all my bags through an x-ray machine, opened all my bags, went through everything. They didn't see my knives. They didn't see my gas. They asked if I had gas in my water bottles, as I picked the water bottle up and drank the water, and I said, no, not gas, it's water. Then we waited for a long time, and then luckily a tour group and their guide said, hey, if you want, I'll ask if you can put your bike in their car. Because there were 4 cyclists there before me, and they got a ride in a taxi together, so I was by myself. So I was gonna have to pay a lot of money, and I didn't have to pay any money. So it was pretty awesome. On our way down, there was another security checkpoint. Yeah, they took our picture probably 3 different times. Then we went to another, we got to the town for the final checkpoint, which took forever. They asked me so many questions. What's your occupation? Teacher. Well, why aren't you working? Because I quit my job. How can you quit your job? Because I don't want to work and I want to travel. Oh, when do you go to the US? I never go to the US. I went to the US in February to visit family. Do you go back to America? No, I'm going to travel. I'm going to work in another country, live in another country. They just couldn't grasp it. Eventually they waved me on through and then gave me the stamp of my passport, finally. It was literally 9:30 at night. I had to scan all my bags again, and luckily I was the last person, so they're probably like, we don't want to even bother going through his bags again. So I packed my bags up and then I started cycling, and I was walking my bike and using my phone as a flashlight because I couldn't see anything. And then I got to this amazing hotel, which is $15 a night. It's not amazing. It's where all the truck drivers go, because they have to wait forever to go through customs. So I got a deal on my room. It was $100 instead of $150, so it was $10 instead of $15, but the door is broken. And check out my door. Anyone can come in, it's impossible to lock it, but I'll put the chair up against the door tonight. But it's just for one night, and then tomorrow I'll cycle to Kashgar. Good news, the border's supposedly open the 30th of September. I spend a few days in Kashgar, cycle 3 days, and then hopefully cross the border to Pakistan. I'm leaving this town. I just had my passport checked again by the security. These guys are insane. I'm sure it's gonna happen quite a few more times on my way to Kashgar. One thing nice about China is the roads are really good. Well, I think I had a pretty easy day in customs yesterday. There's a guy from Saudi Arabia. They went through his phone and had him open up his Facebook, and they went through his Facebook pictures. There's an Australian guy who had a drone. They went through all his videos and photos. They kept asking me so many questions though. Same questions. They just didn't like my answers, I guess, or didn't understand. But there's 2 more checkpoints coming up. I just left the hotel and 4 cyclists behind. Everything's on Beijing time, so it's like 8 o'clock now, but it's 10 o'clock here in Beijing, because we're in Beijing. So yeah, on to Kashgar, baby. Woo! There are cameras everywhere. Got a corn-made pancake and a sweet potato pancake.